Let's rock and roll, Huckleberries. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Davy Cruz.
Who was Davy
How you
Cruz?
doing?
The name rings a bell. The name rings a bell.
He was the Orioles shortstop for a year.
I believe he was a junior. Are you senior or are you him?
Is he a junior?
Davy I Cruz could be wrong.
I mean, there could have been a junior.
Nah, maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I think it's somebody else, I guess. Anyway, yeah.
How was the weekend, Dusty?
Long, man. Long weekend. Rock festival down here. Was basically a normal shift on Friday night, 5 to 1 a.m. kind of thing, and then 16 hours on Saturday, 15 hours on Sunday, and then I had to close the Green Turtle last night, and I have to close the Green Turtle tonight, and I don't want to go. I just don't want to go. My legs are fried.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just gonna power through it. Tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday for me, and it's supposed to rain all day, which sucks. Not that I was gonna be doing anything anyway. But it'd be sweet to sit on the beach. Yesterday was beautiful, and I just did not leave the house until I went to work.
How was the concert? Did you hear from people?
I heard nothing but pretty much good things, I would say. Yeah. But it's not exactly. It wasn't exactly my bag. The concert that was down here this weekend is kind of like harder rock stuff. Plus, there's some stuff in there that I would have liked to see. Like Def Leppard would have been cool. Yeah. Nickelback would have been cool. By all accounts, Nickelback put on a hell of a show. But yeah, other than that, I'm not super into like the hard rock, that kind of stuff.
Nickelback always delivers. What are you talking about?
Nickelback gets way too much shit. Honestly, and all three of us know the words to at least a half a dozen Nickelback songs. I mean,
Nickelback's making that resurgence that Hootie and the Blowfish did. Because people didn't like Hootie. People didn't like Hootie because, and look, this is like when I was a kid, I didn't really know what the hell was going on at the time. But like people didn't like Hootie because that ended the grunge era, where like Nirvana and all those bands. Not that those bands aren't amazing, but like Hootie was like a new thing, and people got popular. Didn't like them because they changed it. Now people love Hootie and the Blowfish. They love Darius Rucker. And Darius Rucker tells a story one time about how they were on tour and they were in Baltimore, and their tour bus rolls by and they see a car that has a bumper sticker. It says like "honk if you fucking hate Hootie."
Yeah, honestly, I guess I missed that. I don't know. Hootie and the Blowfish was pretty cool when I was a kid. Crack Rear View. It's a good album.
Yeah, man.
Barry Manilow didn't play. Dusty doesn't want to go. Yeah, I like the Copacabana, dude. I like it.
Brooks, how was your weekend, man?
It was good. We had some people in town this weekend staying with us for a baby shower. So it's been pretty much since Thursday, we kind of been like hosting people over. So yesterday was the first day with people out of our house. And then obviously today, and it's been raining both days. So not much to do. And then my parents come tomorrow. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. On my day off tomorrow, I get to drive up to Salisbury and go pick up the truck. Can't wait for that.
Like it's so far away.
I know.
I just don't want to do anything. I just want to be horizontal for a while.
I bartended all week, and then we had that. And I want to get into this. We had that Guild Foundation Light Up Little Italy event this past Sunday. Great job by Ross and Deb and all the volunteers. Like, I mean, they had about 50 volunteers, and he needed all 50. It had to be over 1,000 people came through this thing. I bartended it for charity with Mr. Sean Flanagan and a buddy of mine named Abe, and they put our bar. I mean, I'm not kidding, directly next to the band in the stage, and I could have basically touched the stage. So I didn't have a voice. I didn't have a voice yesterday because I was screaming like to get people's attention.
How are your eardrums?
Bad, especially my left. Especially my left.
Your voice, but what of your ears?
Oh, man.
You should have been like the little kids at NASCAR races. Just put on the headphones. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Reading lips today.
You're John Boying today.
Yeah.
It was a great event. Ran into Jeremy Kahn from 105.7 The Fan. Talked to him for a little while. He was asking about the hat, and then met Mo Gabba's mom, which was really cool. because part of the proceeds went to the Mo Gabby Foundation. So, and Antonio was there. Our boy Antonio, I got a picture with him, sent to you guys.
Yeah, we need to get that posted up on socials.
Yeah, he was rocking the Gary Williams Stole My Lawn Furniture shirt throughout the entire place, and he holds court, man. You know, he's a good kid. So, and a shout out to Joe Benny's, and now it's called Benny's. Dude, that place crushes. They were doing a lot of the catering and a lot of the stuff that we needed for our bar. So, like Josh, Joe, and all those guys, thank you so much. You guys did a kick-ass job, and I hope Russ can finally get some sleep.
Yeah, that event sounds like a good time. Did it end up raining at all?
No, it was beautiful. You cannot ask for better weather on Sunday. Only thing is, you're in a little bit of a wind tunnel because you're in those narrow streets of Little Italy. So any kind of wind is magnified. And then afterwards, we bartended, and then we went to Amici's, had a couple shots. You'll like this. So we get down there, we set up the bar, how we like it. And Josh from Joe Benny's comes out, and he just goes, I was told you might need this. Bang, slams a bottle of Tullamore Dew down behind our bar. Because all we were serving was beers and wine. So we didn't have any hard liquor. And I was like, I'm going to need a shot. Like, it's 9:15 in the morning. It's too early to take a shot. Like, I got to do this.
Yeah. I bartended many a shifts with that same mindset.
Yeah.
All right.
With that same energy drink, Tullamore Dew energy drink.
Tullamore Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I guess this could kick us off here with Pigtown. I did see some rumors about this, which would be devastating. Have you guys seen this at all yet?
I saw rumors that the Pirates were fielding calls or even like discussing it internally or stuff like that. I mean, he's still got 4 years of control. He's already one of the best pitchers in the league. If you're a Pirates fan, you've seen this before. It sucks. It just sucks. If you're a Pirates fan, and it would suck even more for baseball. I don't know if it would suck for baseball. I guess it would probably be good for baseball overall, but for the parity of the league's sake, I think the Dodgers already have probably like 9 starting pitchers that are better than anybody on the Orioles. So I don't think they need another one. I really hope that doesn't happen. But if Paul Skeens gets moved this year, I'd be shocked. I think they'll probably at least give it 1 or 2 more years.
They can't. I mean, they have some arms in the minors that are pretty decent. I think they have one, and Pigtown knows this better. I don't know the Pirates roster from head to toe. But they have one guy who's injured right now, who's also a stud.
There you go.
And
Jared Jones, right?
Yeah. So I mean, they got the ability to really have a stud starting rotation. They just got to buy some bats. But that owner doesn't spend shit. And do you ever see the video of the owner going around on opening day? And all the fans going like, sell the team, please sell the team.
I mean, he goes to most of the games, and I think all of Pittsburgh just does it every single game, and he just doesn't. I mean, it's just unfazed at this point.
I mean, he's just sitting on his pile of money.
He sold Ski Round Top or Wisp or whatever he used to own, one of those mountains. But yeah, I just don't. I mean, the Pirates are kind of sitting pretty right now with pitching, man. Like they could really build a good team here in the next year or two. I mean, I think we said it, and a couple other guys have said it on the internet. Like they could have been a surprise team this year. Obviously, they haven't been. But I mean, I feel like they've got enough talent there that they're kind of on the cusp of they could build something special pretty quickly.
Yeah, but look at the history.
The track.
I mean, in the last 5-10 years, Garrett Cole, Tyler Glasnow, Jameson Taillon, those guys were all on the same staff together.
Trevor Bauer. I think Trevor Bauer was there, I think.
No, he wasn't ever on the Pittsburgh.
Never on Pittsburgh? Okay.
I don't think so. But either way, I mean, this is a team that just kind of rotates through other good players. Charlie Morton, that was 100 years ago.
10 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe even earlier. But yeah, I just I don't know. It would suck for Pirates fans, and I don't know. I don't want to talk about how other teams are sad about other fans are sad about their team when our team is doing what we're doing. We haven't talked since Brandon Hyde got fired, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. I said it should happen by May 15th. It happened, I think, on the 16th or 17th. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a case now of too little, too late. I don't understand why Tony Mansolino was the guy to take over. If they're trying to be aggressive and trying to turn the season around, I think they should have gone for Buck Britton or a number of other younger guys. I don't really I just don't really know what the plan is. Maybe they just want to put Mansolino in there for this year and just call this year a wash just based on how it's started, and then do the due process in the offseason and give yourself a real timetable to talk to a bunch of different candidates. I guess that's what they're thinking. At this point, I don't know if Elias is on the hot seat or not. I know a lot of fans are calling for his head. I know a lot of fans are calling for Rubenstein's head since he bought the team. I don't know. It's really hard to figure out what's going on. As far as Brandon Hyde goes, yeah, I mean, I had a lot of problems with how he handled the roster in the last half of last year and how he handled it in the first part of this year. I don't understand why the lineups are so janky and inconsistent. I don't understand why certain players are sitting on the bench when they're outperforming other guys just based on matchups. I think that's smart to a certain extent, but not always. When you got a guy that's hot, and he's left-handed and there's a lefty on the mound, just let him fucking hit every now and then. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You go ahead and rant. Do whatever you want to do.
Go ahead, Brooks.
Do I think it's going to change much? No. I hope it does. Like I said it. I hope it lights a fire under their ass a little bit and just let them know. Like hopefully it puts everybody on notice. But I mean, we've seen the last couple games. They've been pretty lackluster. It's nice to see us scoring some runs a little later in the game. Sed is figuring out his swing again after a little bit of a slump. But like you said, Tony Mansolino gets the job. Do I think he keeps the job? Do I think he thinks he keeps the job? No. They all know that he's there for an interim, and I think he's there I think Laura said it. He's got the most experience. He's got the only managing experience on the team, so that's why he got it. I don't understand why you fire Brandon Hyde and the bench coach, Cousins, and don't fire the hitting coach. I don't understand that. But yeah, I mean, if things don't start looking up and turning around, Elias has got to be on the hot seat too. I mean, it's got to happen. I like what Elias has done to build the core here, but I mean, there's something wrong. I mean, when organizationally, from top to bottom, like your on base percentage is like 320. It's ridiculous, man. Like, what's going on? But yeah, I just, oh, there you go. Hitting and pitching coaches were Mike Elias appointed coaches, not Brandon Hyde picks. Yeah, I get that. I don't agree with it. I don't have to agree with it. I still think that if you're not doing your job and it's staying stagnant or getting worse, then I mean, somebody's got to fall on the sword at some point, and it's probably going to be them. And if it doesn't start to turn, or if there's no inclination that like you're going to go make moves to make this season better, if you want to, I mean, they may not want to do that. They may want to wait for free agency this year coming up. Even though I think we talked about it, the pitching free agency coming up this year isn't as good as it was last year, unless they're going to trade for somebody. So I know we've reached out about Keller with the Pirates. That was a rumor going around, but yeah, I mean, you got to think that Elias is on the hot seat if things don't start changing, and because it's been a lot of the same. We're on a 7-game losing streak right now, so.
Well, I mean, you guys did everything that I was going to say, so I'm not gonna go down this road anymore. But you can just tell in like our voices and how we act, like how depressed we are. I can't imagine being in that locker room,
yeah,
or in that clubhouse. I'm a little baffled that Buck Britton didn't get the job. I know you said that Mansolino is the only one that has managing experience, but Buck Britton has managing experience, just not at the major league level.
Yeah,
and
neither does Mansolino though either.
Oh, okay. I thought Dusty said that. So
nah, just he has minor league managing experience, but I think he has more of it. But whatever.
I don't get that. You brought Buck Britton up for a reason, wherever those reasons may be. I truly thought it was because he, farmed this talent that's now in the show, and then why not give him the reins? But they have a reason for it. this team, and we talked about it when we began this podcast, a year and change ago, we began to trust the organization. Like, we sometimes we didn't understand their decisions, but we would agree with it because they had a track record. I don't agree with what the hell's going on right now, and I also can't put a finger on it. Or maybe you need too many fingers to figure out what the hell's going on.
They haven't had a track record recently of doing much of it, or if anything, right. So they've kind of lost the trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to your point about Buck Britton, like, younger guy, if you have a younger team, you want a younger guy to relate to your younger team, your younger players. I think that would have made a lot of sense based on how the team is constructed.
Do you want to throw him into the leadership role like halfway through a tailspin of a season to start his career, though?
I guess you're right. Yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know.
No, I know. There's no right answer. I mean, obviously, this has been a complete disaster. I don't know if that there's a Band-Aid that you can put on it that's going to stop it. You know what I mean? But it was puzzling when I saw that it was Mansolino. And but honestly, I wasn't shocked at all. I saw it come up on the ticker when I was at work, and I was like, oh, okay, they finally did it. We knew somebody's head was going to roll. I figured it would be Hyde before, the front office. That's generally how these things go in sports.
Or the hitting coach.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It just stinks. And honestly, I don't want to talk anymore about the Orioles games this weekend or whatever happened. I didn't watch any sports basically this weekend. I was stuck behind the bar in hell. But yeah, it stinks. 15 and 31, 32. I don't even know anymore.
It's 31 or 32.
15 and 31. Yeah.
We've been saying the same shit, going around the same circle about how displeased we are. So there's nothing else to add.
Yeah.
We're all bummed. We've reverted back to 2009 Orioles right now, it feels like, but with much better talent.
As Nick Vogt texted me over the weekend, we're shifting into soup mode.
What the hell does that mean?
I'm shifting into soup mode. Anyway, I don't know. What would you say, Brooks? Sorry.
What do you do? Like, do you bring in like an old school guy to like give him a kick in the ass? Like,
yeah, bring in La Russa. That worked for the White Sox.
Yeah, right.
But why does the first name that came to mind was Ryan Flaherty?
So yeah, I've seen some people put some stuff out there like for obviously Buck Britton, Ryan Flaherty. Obviously Buck Showalter. People are always going to bring him up whenever there's an opening. Who was Dusty? Do you remember who else was on that list?
No, I don't.
Well, if I remember correctly, Hyde got picked over Mark DeRosa. And Mark
DeRosa was on that list, yeah.
DeRosa's, he's going to manage the U.S. team.
I like DeRosa. That sounds great. Do it. I want him to stay on MLB Network though, because he's the best guy on the.
He does a great job.
Yeah.
Skip Schumacher, Joe Madden, Joe Girardi.
Skip Schumacher. Former second baseman for the Cardinals, Skip Schumacher.
Well, he was also their manager.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. There's so many.
I think they both. I think did Skip Schumacher win Manager of the Year when Brandon Hyde won it 2 years ago?
I don't know.
David Ross was on that.
David Ross is always going to get brought up.
Good call, Joe.
People feel like he got jobbed with the Cubs.
Yeah, that was interesting. Dusty Baker's not going to come back. He's still
going to be wearing his COVID gloves.
Yeah. Nor do I want him to. But yeah, David Ross is another serious candidate, I would assume. These are all guys who don't have jobs. Maybe do they want jobs? I don't know.
James, I don't disagree with you here, but I will tell you who does disagree with you, and that's the Orioles front office. They are going to lean analytics no matter what.
Yeah.
And I like it to a certain extent, but to a certain extent, I do not like it.
But you know what else is? You know what else is in analytics? Like fielding percentage. I don't know. Like there's. I'm sure there's analytics about bases given up from bad throws or bad fielding decisions that aren't technically errors, but you're putting yourself in a bad situation. I don't know what it would be. I'm sure there's something out there, but
I don't disagree with you, Zippy. Absolutely, I do agree with you. But unfortunately, what we care about or what we think doesn't really matter because the Orioles front office cares about analytics so much.
Yeah.
So I mean, what can we do here? But I agree with you, Zip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this is something where, like, I know Cal is basically a guy that's there that's not going to say much until asked his opinion. I don't know. Maybe this becomes a point where he comes in and says, like, you guys see it. There's no feel for the game, and some of these small fundamental things, like even stupid shit like base running, has been like this stuff is stuff that we used to pride ourselves on a couple years ago, like
throwing to the wrong
base
base
running.
Throwing to the wrong base.
Yeah.
These are things that they are taught fundamentally in the minor leagues, and when you grow up and you play high school ball and college ball or whatever, you learn these things. It's pretty. I mean, I can go out on a baseball field right now, and I haven't played a competitive game in I don't even know how long. I can go out to right field, and I know the game situation. I know what base to throw to, even though I haven't done it in forever. It's like it's mental muscle memory stuff. And so I don't understand how these major league players who are getting paid whatever they get paid. It's their job. It's their profession. They should take pride in it. It seems like right now a lot of guys are just, woe is me, licking wounds, and just want people to feel bad for them. We're not going to do that. We've gone through – us as fans have gone through enough shit in those years where we had Davy Cruz playing shortstop and Renato Nunez was our power hitter. It's like, come on.
And I mean, our power hitter right now is Laureano. Is Ramon.
What is that? He's known for his arm. He's not known for his bat.
The guy's hot as hot can be right now. And then
it's gonna be trade him now. Trade him right now, right this
Seriously,
minute.
fuck yeah, do it. It was not. I will put a little caveat in there with Tony Manzolino taking over as manager. It was nice to see. I'm assuming he probably put the sign on for somebody to try to bunt somebody over last night in the ninth inning. I know it was unsuccessful. It was terribly executed, but at least it was an attempt.
Yeah.
I mean, Christ.
It's the most small ball we've seen out of Baltimore in a long time.
Yeah, really. I mean, there should be like a round on the house at any bar you're working at when they lay a bunt down.
We used to when I lived on 25th
Pick
Street.
a rooster, baby.
When I lived on 25th Street, we used to go to 28th Street Pit and Pub a lot. And for Caps games, they would do $2 shots if they scored. And for Orioles games, if they hit a home run, they would do $2 shots.
That's pretty sweet.
I think they should do $2 shots if they lay a bunt down. Or honestly, free, because it's never going to happen.
Or a successful bunt.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost feel like we gotta come back around to like an emphasis on putting the ball in play and making people make plays.
Yeah.
And then also when you're not like hitting with runners in scoring position or moving guys over or situationally hitting, then you have to play small ball and bunt the ball and make people make plays. Like it's gonna sorry, you do this stuff, like you stop bunting and you give them and you have trust for them to do this stuff when they are doing it, but they have not done this in a long time. So now it's time to go back to fundamental baseball and not like these guys are good hitters. Let's just trust their bat.
Next time I'm bartending during an Oriole game, somebody hits a leadoff double and then the next guy grounds out to the second baseman, moves him over, and then we hit a sac fly. I'll pick 5 random people and give them a shot because I don't think it's going to happen.
I hope it happens. I hope it happens today.
It won't. I guarantee you it won't.
It won't. It won't. On a lighter note, but Oriole oriented, did you know Cal Ripken had a wine?
No.
So we were cleaning out Speakeasy the other day, and there's all these old bottles of wine that have so much dust on them. And I'm sure this bottle of wine that I have over my shoulder, which I'm going to show here in a second, I'm sure if I open it up, it's going to smell and reek of vinegar. But I'm going to go grab it. Look at this thing.
We gotta save that for when we see Ryan here in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Look at this thing is so old.
Whoa! Look at that thing.
Who made?
I don't even know what kind of wine this is, and I know wine.
Chamborsine.
Yeah, whatever. But the Ripken way, number 8.
Oh, yeah. I like it. Does it have a date on the bottle?
And also, please send a picture of that to Ryan in our group.
I will send them. No, it does not have a date on the bottle. And it says Maryland, and it says a dry red table wine.
So it doesn't say like where
Dry red table
anything
wine.
about the farm it came from.
It was produced and bottled by Fiore Winery in Whiteford Road in Pilesville, Maryland. I don't even know where Pilesville is.
Some guy made that in his bathtub.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Some guy, like, I just picture Fat Perez in a barrel of
Islesville,
grapes,
Maryland. Yeah.
just stomping on these grapes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'll take a photo of that and send it to Rye.
Yeah.
All
right, let's I'm so done with the Orioles right now. If you guys want to keep talking about do you have anything else to highlight for the Orioles before we move on?
No, I just wanted to give a shout out to Ramon. He's playing his ass off right now.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's not a whole lot to be excited about.
Cano again.
Setty's finding his swing again. He's had a grand slam to take a lead in the game, and he's also had a 3-run homer last night to tie a game. But we end up losing both those games. But the guy's coming up pretty clutch right now and not having much to show for it.
Yeah. And Jackson Holliday still shining in the middle of all of this terrible excrement that's been going on.
Pilesville is north, like closer to like Maryland, Pennsylvania line.
So like Havre de Grace or like Cecil County?
It's like straight north from Bel Air, but closer to Pennsylvania.
I've never heard of Fiore Winery.
It's north of Falling Branch Brewery.
Okay, I know where that is. Yeah.
So it's north of there.
The Fiore, Fiore. That's how you spell it.
It's still a thing. It's still a thing.
Still active?
Yeah.
All right.
They have weddings there.
Oh, and another unrelated note, but still baseball oriented. Happy anniversary to Mr. Zach Moore of Pigtown Sports. Wedding anniversary today.
Oh, all right. Happy anniversary, Pigtown. Didn't know that. Congratulations, man. What are you going to do today? Hopefully,
congrats. Hopefully you get laid.
God.
We can't help ourselves.
Also, so Pigtown posted this video of like his dog getting out. The scoop that he made on this dog. Looked like he was back in his catcher days, like going to his knees, to block a ball. Like he scooped this dog, went down. I was like, damn, dude.
He's not as good as he once was, but he's as good once
as he ever was.
Oh, I see what you did there. See what you did there.
He's gonna catch the dog.
He caught that dog.
He caught that dog.
He blocked the shit out of that dog. He chested that dog up.
All right. You guys want to do That's a Shame? Because I got a pretty funny one.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let's do it. All right. So that's a shame today. So I was working this weekend at the Ocean City Boardwalk doing this festival, and late on Sunday night, Sunday night's headliner was Nickelback. Late on Sunday night, one of my buddies who works at a bar down here, I'm not going to name him, he decided that before Nickelback, he would like to take some mushrooms. So he took some mushrooms, went to Nickelback. And apparently, the audio and the video weren't completely matched up. And for whatever reason, the mushrooms and that did not go well together for him. So he had to leave after about 15 minutes of the show. He said he had the worst experience of his life. And he's walking up the boardwalk, and you have to walk up past 2nd Street during these weekends to get an Uber because all the roads are blocked off down by the inlet. So he's walking up past 2nd Street, and he sees me in the bar. And he's like, oh, I'm going to go down and see Dusty. But it's crazy weekend, so we have a doorman, obviously. So the doorman grabs his ID, drops it, falls straight through the fucking boardwalk.
No.
Yeah. And I was like, so he's on shrooms. He's like fucked up. So I'm like, did it like go straight through like Greg Louganis, or did it like weeble and wobble a little bit and then fall? And he was like, dude, it was like at the end of Inception when the dreidel's about to fall and you're not sure. And he was like, it was like happening in slow motion, and he saw it. And he's like, he's just having the worst night ever, and this gets piled on to him right away,
man.
and he comes down. I was like, he tells me the story. I was like, there's no fucking way, man, and there's no way to get it. It's gone forever. So he had to go to he ended up having to go to the NBA, but he came down. I was like, how many shots do you need, dude? I got you.
Don't let that man in my bar.
Yeah. So, but it's really fun. The door guy came down a little bit later and was like, "Hey, dude, just order it on the NBA website right now, and I'll hand you cash for it. Like, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry." And he was like, "Dude, don't worry about it. Like, you didn't do it on purpose, but it was just like he was already having this like terrible experience from, whatever." But I don't. Anyway, the conversation was hilarious, and it honestly in the middle of getting basically doing 2 straight St. Patty's doubles. Basically this story really it charged my mood up for the rest of the night. So I felt really bad for him, but I was also laughing hysterically the whole time.
Laughing the person's experience.
Yeah.
Shitty
So
experience.
anyway, that's a shame on the bartender, and that's a shame just on the situations. Anyway, but
Brooks, you got one?
I do got one. Just because I like piling on.
All right.
You like Pilesville?
I like Pilesville too.
Nice.
Rory McIlroy.
It's a good one. He was bad this weekend.
Not only that, he refused to do media 4 days in a row. Didn't talk to anybody. I mean, I think they were even saying online, like even when Tiger was in his worst form and didn't want to talk to anybody, he never went 4 days at a major without talking to anybody. As the face of the sport, say something. I know you're not playing well. I know you just got your driver taken away and people are piling on you for that. I don't think that's that big of a deal. That could have happened to anybody. How the fuck
it literally happened to Scotty and he won the tournament.
Yeah, it happened right before the tournament and he used a new driver for the whole tournament. But like these guys, you're not testing. There's no way to know, right? It's like using a baseball bat that gets flat. Like you can tell when it gets flattened, but when it starts getting like, you can tell when it's broken in. There's no way to know when it's legal and when it's not legal, really. But yeah, that's a shame is that he straight up just did not do any media interviews the entire PGA round, because I'm sure he was dodging that whole situation. But I mean, he needs to do at least one as the face of the sport. Obviously, he doesn't have to. He's not like it's not mandatory for him to do it, but I mean, he should do it. So I'm always one to pile on Rory, and I'm just going to start pointing out whenever he pisses me off. So that kind of pissed me off a little bit. I think he should at least say something.
I don't do it.
No, go ahead. I have another one on top of that.
No, I just I'm obviously a huge Rory fan, but I totally agree with you. I think the way he handled himself this weekend was not ideal. I think the way he's handled himself in some of these big situations like that has been less than par, or has been subpar.
Be the face.
And be the face. And I think the last time he did something like this was when he when he choked the U.S. Open last year to Bryson, and he peeled wheels out and didn't talk to the media. And honestly, I love the competitive nature of that, but I hated it when he did it. But I liked how he responded to it and how he talked about it the week after and how he said, "I regret that," and that kind of thing. I'm assuming he's probably going to do something similar to this when he comes to this. But yeah, I totally agree with you. I think the way he handled himself this whole week was stupid. I also think this whole rule about them testing 1/3 of the field before every tournament for their drivers is ridiculous. If you're going to test the field, just test everyone. But I mean, no excuse for Rory, because Scotty Scheffler, same thing happened earlier this week. He said he had that driver for almost a year. It was broken in and they took it away from him right before this tournament. And guess what? He still beat the field by 5 fucking shots and won the golf tournament. So that can't be your excuse. And I don't think Rory gave an excuse because he didn't talk. So
no.
What, before we get into any other that's a shame in mine and all that, what does a broken in driver mean?
So so the face, obviously, with hitting it so much and like the impact, it over time it thins out the face, which gives it more bounce.
Yeah.
So I mean, think of it as like a flat spot on a bat. It almost like gives it that bungee effect. And people were showing like yardages, like day 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 of the Masters. He's around 320 on this hole, and then all of a sudden he jumped to like 340 the next 2 days.
Wow.
And somebody was like, that driver just definitely became illegal. Like somebody, somebody called it like during the tournament, like showed the tweet that he put up. He goes, something like that driver is definitely illegal now. So that's probably why I got tested here coming up on this one.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
I've never heard of it.
It's a very, very new rule. It's something they just put into the thing. I think this year or last year.
When people used to bang their bats against a tree to break them in and shit like that.
Yeah, we did.
I remember
in high school for sure.
People would we would call it rolling the bats. They would take and put it in a vise, and then they'd crack the fiber. You pull in the one end, it would crack the fibers to make the ball go further.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
I never knew that.
It's basically just over time the face of it just thins out. Which I mean, it makes sense, right? It's going to happen.
Honestly, Nick didn't see this, but I've had my opinions on Wyndham Clark in the past, so
I haven't liked Wyndham since like he has started winning tournaments. To be honest, with you. I just never been a fan of that. But speaking of interviews, my other that's a shame is that how has our GM and our owner or anybody other than our players and the interim head coach, other coaches as well, been the only guys to comment on the firing of Brandon Hyde and the direction of the organization? Why has our GM or our ownership or anybody come out and said anything? That needs to happen soon.
Yeah, if you're a young player on this team and you keep getting this question over and over again in post game media stuff, and your GM and your owner hasn't discussed it yet, I'd be really, really fucking pissed if I were them, right?
Yeah.
So
those are my two. That's a shame.
Yeah.
I have two. My that's a shame. One has to do with the PGA Tour. On their official Twitter account, or X, whatever it is, they put the picture of Scotty Scheffler and his 15 wins with a side, split screen of the Carolina Panthers, and they only had 14 wins since 2022. All right. Now that is funny. But
wait, what was it? Sorry, I missed that.
Why did you have to put Bryce Young on there? That kid hasn't been there since 2022. Like, you're shaming Bryce Young. He was like he apparently is the spokesperson for the Carolina Panthers. But it's funny, but don't put a man on there. Just put like the Panthers logo. The PGA Tour deleted the tweet because I guarantee you, David Tepper, the owner of the Panthers, called them because he is a member of Quail Hollow and he lives on Quail Hollow.
Oh no! So I guess the meme or the thing that they posted was it was a side by side, Brooks, of Scotty and the Panthers since 2022, and Scotty's got 15 wins and the Panthers have 14 wins since 2022.
That's incredible.
So that's a shame is they had to put Bryce Young on there. That's my only only part of that story that's a shame is they had to put Bryce Young to eat that.
I mean,
that's a shame is this stupid ass flag football shit in the Olympics and how they want NFL players to play in it. I mean, that is so unfair.
It says NFL is okaying flag football for the 2028 Olympics. That's what the ESPN headline says, at least.
Yeah,
there are people that play flag football for not for a living, but it's like their second job. And these people should be the ones that are allowed to go to the Olympics.
No,
not Tyreek Hill. You don't need Tyreek Hill running down. There's some 5'6", 125-pound clown from the Ukraine trying to guard Tyreek Hill.
I disagree.
I want to see him lose 100-0. Fuck him.
I disagree with you. See, we're sending our best. I don't give a fuck if you play this year round. we're sending our best out there. If they're okaying it and they want to play,
you got
let the boys play.
Smith. You need small, shifty, fast guys. You need like a Keel Carr all over the field. A bunch of them.
Tank Dell all of a sudden are
really small, shifty, fast guys. Yeah.
Guys,
can you imagine you play like you're the Canadian team and like Jacques Smith's playing quarterback for Canada and Patrick Mahomes playing quarterback for
Lamar?
Jacques Smith.
I mean, nobody's catching Lamar. Christ almighty, dude.
I think we could send our NBA players over there and they probably win.
I think so too. 100%.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were doing it until this morning when I went on ESPN, and one of the first headlines is NFL is okaying flag football for 2028 Olympics, and I was like, what does that mean?
That's a shame for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
It's really what it comes down to.
It's a double. That's a shame. Within one, that's a shame.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. You guys really want to do this? Oh, man. What if there's some like weird technicalities to the game of flag football that like our guys just don't know and they just exploit the hell out of against us? I don't know what it would be, but probably something stupid. I mean, they'd figure it out after a game or two, but
I don't know all the rules of flag football. I'm assuming you play both ways. My assumption. I guess like a flag football team's probably got like 10, 12 people on it because it's like a 7-on-7 drill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the guy who hikes it, and there's no blocking or anything like that.
Could you imagine playing defense and Haloti Nada's running after you? Like,
but it's flag football. It doesn't matter. You can't touch it.
Well, I think they can come after you after a certain amount of time or something. I don't know the specifics, but
in college, it was the intramural rule was 3 Mississippi, and then you could come at the quarterback. Anyway, do you guys want to talk quickly about the PGA Championship just because we were just kind of touching on it?
Sure.
And just I didn't get to watch much of it on the weekend. Obviously, I was at work. I did get to watch a lot of it Thursday and Friday. I thought Quail Hollow played both ways. Nice. I thought Quail Hollow looked all right. I think they did what they wanted based on getting the scores down from last year because at Valhalla, the scores, I think the winning score, like I said, was -21. This year, the whole field was 6 under or worse, except for Scotty Scheffler, who finished at 11. Obviously won the tournament. What did you guys see on the weekend? Did you like the course? Did you like the drama on Sunday with Rahm? And then remember when I said earlier last week on the pod that 16, 17, and 18 was a gauntlet and somebody was going to fuck up, and then John Rahm's in contention and goes bogey double to finish.
Yeah. This tournament was about the course. It wasn't about the players. The course, I mean, those greens were damn near unfair. And some of the distances, what was that one par 3?
290.
It was like 290. Holy shit.
Siwoo made a hole in one. It was playing like 260 that day, but he was also ripping darts on the course. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I saw that too. But this PGA tournament was all about the course. This is the first time I can really remember saying that, other than the Masters, because the Masters is always about the course too. So yeah, I mean, those greens were so unfair. Like guys were intentionally short putting because if you went by the hole, it would roll like 10, 12, 20 yards or off the green, whatever.
Yeah.
It was interesting to watch. I like seeing these guys struggle from time to time. It reminds us of our games.
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, obviously Scotty's 11 under, but most of the field's shooting 5, 6 under.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of those guys, most of the tournaments they play this day and age, 5, 6 under is their first round or their second round. You know what I mean? That's not the final score for the tournament. So the course must have been playing really fucking hard over the weekend. Like I said, I didn't get to watch much of it. Brooks?
Yeah, I mean, Scotty made a hell of a comeback. I mean, he was never really out of it. He was only, what was he after day one, even or -1 or -2?
Right around there.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was kind of hung in there, right?
Yeah, he was still. I mean, he was still what, 5 strokes back or 4, somewhere around there, whatever. And then he just like after the second or third day, you're just like, yep, all right, I'm taking it. And then I really do think that Rahm blowing up on those last few holes, I mean, that had to be as a result of him just trying to be super aggressive, which he had to be. I mean, on top of it being hard as shit holes, but
yeah, he's in the business of winning major championships. He doesn't give a shit if he comes in second or 8th. You know what I mean? Like he's got enough money in his pocket. He's not fighting for like every shot. He's just trying to win.
How'd your bets do?
Went okay. Harris English top 20 was really good because that guy came in second, by the way. Harris English, just lock him in for top 20s at majors. He's like 4-1 every time. It's ridiculous. The Scotty DeChambeau top 10 bet or top 20 bet that hit. Schauffele didn't get there. Rory obviously didn't have a great week.
Did Wyndham make the cut?
Wyndham made the cut, but then faltered over the weekend. I had a Max Homa top 20 that was looking great until he shot fucking 76 on Sunday or whatever he did.
64 on Saturday.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it went all right. I would say I came a little bit short of breaking even this weekend, which is honestly for I would say a pretty bad week. I would say it's okay. I had the Keegan Sungjae top 40 bet as well, and Keegan played really well, and Sungjae just didn't play well. So it kind of was like hitting 1 out of 2 on a lot of the parlays this weekend. But it was all right. It wasn't that bad.
The course played really easy. Well, really easy. Look at me. Well, in the first 2 days because it rained its ass off
earlier in the week.
But then it hardened up big time over the weekend, and that's when you start seeing the scores go.
Yeah,
Scotty was complaining about the mud balls, wasn't he?
I think a lot of players were. And there was a situation with Shane Lowry where he got stuck in an embedded ball in the fairway, or like a divot in the fairway, and he should have gotten relief, and they didn't give him relief. And so he ended up making bogey, and when he made the putt to make bogey, flicked off the hole right after he picked up the ball. I thought,
did he really?
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. But yeah, I think there was a lot of problems early in the week with the mud ball situation. But look, it's a major championship. They're not going to let you lift clean in place in major championship tournaments. They're just not. I think if your ball is in the middle of the fairway and it's sitting in a divot and it's embedded, then you should absolutely get relief from that. But if the ball is sitting up and it's got mud on the side of it, you got to play. You got to play that. And that's how golf has always been. It's the luck of the draw kind of thing. But there's 72 holes. There's enough time for, other people are going to get bad breaks and good breaks too, So
speaking of golf, have you guys seen the preview for this stick?
Owen Wilson
coming out. Yeah.
Owen Wilson's like a scratch golfer who he plays a scratch golfer who's like trying to fight his way onto the tour and battle through a bunch of like demons and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah, it's coming out June 4th on Apple TV.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have that. Shane Gillis' new tires is coming out June 5th. Happy Gilmore.
That's coming out already? God damn.
Happy Gilmore comes out July something.
Well, get ready for today. I think it drops today or tomorrow on Netflix. The Brett Favre.
It's out today.
Oh, is it?
I almost watched it this morning.
I heard it's let's just say not a lot of nice things are said. That's what I've been told.
I'll definitely watch that. That sounds great. I like talking shit about Brett Favre. I don't really.
That's my enjoyment television. That's my trash enjoyment television tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, Bad Thoughts. I forgot about this. Bad Thoughts is on Netflix, which is Tom Segura's new sketch comedy.
Oh yeah, I watched like the first 10 minutes of that before I fell asleep the other night. I was gonna refire that back up. I got to do that.
You'll have plenty of time tomorrow, man. You're off and it's rainy, so
yeah. My only goal for tomorrow is go up to Salisbury, and then I'll be hopefully the first thing I do, and then I'm not going to do anything for the rest of the day. Yeah. Do you guys? What do you guys want to talk about next? We haven't talked since the Caps got eliminated. There's some football stuff, some contract extensions that we can go over quickly. We can talk about the Preakness. Brian, did you have any experience Preakness wise this weekend?
No. It's funny because normally Preakness weekend is a big deal because this year it was not. Flat out, it was not. There were a lot of people I know who are Marylanders who were like, I didn't know the Preakness was this weekend because there's no hoopla around it because of the
horses horse
not being in it. Weather was great for it. A lot of my friends, we're getting older. A lot of my friends now, they go to the Black Eyed Susan, which is the race. The race is on Friday, the day before the Preakness. And that's more like a older crowd where everyone's not getting absolutely trashed. But had some friends that went to Preakness. They said they enjoyed it, but some of them also they never saw a horse because they were just getting lubed up in the infield the entire time. I'm sure Drew Burton's probably got more because I think he was in the grandstands.
Yeah, so. I saw a picture of him and Alessio and Maceras sitting there and their ladies.
I mean, yeah. I could have used this as a shame too. I mean, Pimlico looks like a piece of fucking shit, dude.
Well, Pimlico is a piece of
fucking shit.
It
is. Like, it always has been, right? But I mean, I was just looking at the Kentucky Derby, then you look at Pimlico, like you look at Churchill Downs and you look at Pimlico, and it's like, what are we doing? Thank God they finally got that thing. I mean, they only got like $14 million passed, so I don't know how far that's going to go on that racetrack, but
it's not the track; it is the area side of the track.
Well, no, it's the track. It's both. It's both. I mean, that place looks like a piece of shit.
I would not take a wallet in that neighborhood right outside of Pimlico.
They I mean, they should just, I know they're going to have it in Laurel next year, I believe. They should just keep it there, man. I know Pimlico is historic and everything like that, but somebody needs to come in and revamp that area if you're really gonna. I mean, Churchill Downs is not in the best part of Louisville either, but I mean, at least they keep it nice. Like the place is beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a shame.
Yeah, I didn't. I honestly did. I worked all day on Saturday, and nobody, as far as I know, nobody asked for us to put the Preakness on. Usually, we'll like put it on the sound or whatever.
Mhm.
Maybe I just wasn't paying attention because I was just in the weeds or whatever. But I honestly woke up on Sunday and like had like 30 minutes to diddle on my phone before I had to go to work. And I like saw like journalism wins the Preakness, and I was like, "What the fuck? The Preakness was yesterday? I didn't even know."
Dude, the end of the race was actually fucking awesome.
It was great.
Oh, was it?
It was
like
great.
3 horses came together and bumped, and like journalism was in the middle, so they like bumped, and then journalism kind of like started taking off. And I mean, he came back from way far back to win that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Laura, I know they're remodeling. They only approved 14 million. I'm not sure how far 14 million is going to go when the whole fucking thing needs to be burned to the ground. Like half of it's condemned right now. You can't even go into half the place.
It's embarrassing. But yeah, it was a good race. But I don't know who the headliner band was, because I know they normally have like a big headliner band.
Yeah, isn't it usually like
T-Pain was there?
Though? T-Pain?
I don't know if he was the headliner, but I think that's what I saw on the broadcast.
Well, that would fit the area around Pimlico.
Yeah.
I mean, usually they have 3 headliners in 3 different parts of like the infield and stuff. But
yeah.
Bigger news, Indy 500 is happening here this weekend. That's big news here.
Memorial Day weekend? Is it usually Memorial Day?
Always.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was unaware of that.
Always.
Yeah. So it's the month of May, and we are.
Happy birthday, Laura!
Happy birthday, Laura! We didn't know. Happy birthday! Shout out to Laura!
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's everyone's been this whole month. There's just events going on all week long for the entire month, it seems like, and then this weekend kind of comes to the culmination of everything. And
how far is the track outside of downtown Indianapolis?
It's downtown.
It's
on the west side. Yeah, it's in Speedway, which is like Speedway's the neighborhood.
Okay, I didn't know it was actually in the city limits.
Yeah, it's closer towards like the airport.
All right, and then I mean, I was also stunned to hear that it's the largest live event, I think in the world, because it holds like how many thousands of people?
It's like 300,000 or 400,000 people go.
What?
It's crazy.
It's
nuts. Shit.
And like the infield there, like they call it the Indy 500. A lot of people think it's like 500 laps. No, it's 500 miles.
500 miles.
Mm-hmm. Is the race. And
how long does it take?
Like the infield, a few hours. But like the infield there is like obviously way bigger than any kind of horse track infield, like the Preakness or anything like that. So there's just like, let's put it this way: the infield is so big that there's a golf course in there. There's literally a golf course, and it's like
18 holes.
Yeah, it's like literally one of the nicer golf courses in Indy.
What?
That's a great idea. Great idea to use all that land.
Is it a public course?
What? Yeah, it's public. Yeah, it's
next time I'm out there, we got to play that.
What's it called?
I think it's called Speedway. Is what it.
Fuck yeah,
I think it's just like Speedway golf course, but like you hit like some couple of the holes are like outside of the track, so like you actually hit like into the track and drive into the track to play like a bunch of holes as well. It's really cool. Apparently,
that's
awesome. Cool. It's got to be expensive to ship. I don't care. Next time I'm out there, we got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooks, have you ever been to the Indy 500?
No, I was thinking about getting tickets for me, you, and Dad if you were going to come out, but everything I've heard, I mean, it's like Preakness. It's a party, unless you get like the nicer areas and stuff like that. But the one thing that's really been keeping me away from doing it, that I guess traffic in and out of there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that many
traffic.
people
Yeah,
is crazy, and I've heard like you have to walk miles and miles to even try to get like an Uber because they can't get anywhere.
Yeah.
And then like it takes like 3 hours to get out of there at times. Like if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go with like a couple of my buddies here that have been a ton of times and know like the ins and outs of where to park and stuff like that. But I think there's even like a helicopter you can rent to like drop you off and bring you back, and it's like $500 a person or something like that. I'm like, that is worth it.
They have Uber helicopters.
I didn't know that.
I think that's in like New York and
yeah, I know.
LA.
And they're like $750 for 10 miles or.
Well, but obviously, Brooks, the place doesn't hold 300,000 people, but is that like over the course of a couple of days?
No, that includes like the infield.
Okay, so, all right. So the stands plus the infield.
Yeah,
that's
like
fucking crazy.
Apparently, it's just like and plus, like there's outside stuff going on, like concerts. There's just like shit everywhere. Like if you have an Airbnb in Indy and it's like anywhere near Speedway, like it doesn't even have to be near Speedway. Like if you have an Airbnb in Indy or like the surrounding neighborhoods, even up here, like you're basically rented out for like the whole month of May for people coming in and renting out your Airbnb. Okay. They'll just rent it out for the whole month. It's crazy.
Huh.
I know, like at I think it's Bristol. They had a football game there, like in the infield. I think it was like Virginia Tech versus Tennessee or something, because I think Bristol's on the border there. And I mean, that's how big those infields are. You can actually put a damn football field in that boy. I know the guy who cuts my hair, Tony. He goes to Daytona every year. He says like his boys, then another group, like a couple factions of groups, or a couple factions of people, and then they all get an RV, and then they get down there, and it's kind of like California Gold Rush, or to claim land and shit. You just go out there, and like when you get in the infield, you drive your RV into the infield, and then they make like a big square, and it's like their own little infield within the infield. And they just like party, put out chairs, and drink beers, and play games and stuff.
Hell yeah.
That'd be kind of fun to do.
That sounds like fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's that's kind of like what from what I've heard. A lot of people at the Indy 500, they'll camp out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just have your camp out site, like I guess inside
the
premises. I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, Tony says the guy who does this at Daytona, he says you can like you can have a fire pit, you can take your your solo stove or whatever you have, Brooks. Yeah, it sounds like a blast. You're there for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, but nowhere to shower.
That's problem. I'll never forget the first time I went to Preakness. I went to Preakness when you could actually still bring your own shit in. Like people would be carrying in kegs.
Oh yeah, you could bring in coolers, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah, and I remember the first year I went. I wish I could give. Here's my buddy John. He says, "Yeah, I'm going to bring a porta potty." All right, cool. That's sweet. That means you're not going to go wait in lines for bathrooms. What I didn't realize what he meant by porta potty was he brought about 50 blankets, and I'm like, the fuck. He would put the blanket over his head, drape it down in front of him, and then just piss into the blanket and then throw the blanket away. That was his porta potty.
Jesus.
I'm like, this is disgusting.
That is fucking disgusting. Imagine having to be the cleanup crew the next day.
I think my first year of Preakness was the last year they let you bring coolers in.
The running of the urinals, it's probably the closest, other than being caught in a riptide one time, it's probably the closest I ever thought about I was going to die. Like when I didn't know what the running of the urinals was. And when I saw a guy get on top of the urinal and then start running across all of them, and I remember just looking up. You ever seen the movie 300?
Yeah.
When all those arrows come at them?
Yeah.
It was just beer cans.
The running of the urinals.
Oh man.
The running of the urinal. I was like, oh, it had to be thousands of beer cans, and they're full. So you get hit one of those in the temple, you're done.
Dude, I used to watch YouTube videos. Like you could find YouTube videos of like people getting smoked in the head and just knocked out. Like off of it.
And that's 100% correct. That's exactly what it was like. I watched a guy get smoked in that temple and get knocked off to the side. He was like halfway through and he got rolled.
Yeah, Yeah, and then I guess the year after my first year is the first year they started doing like these plastic cups underneath the tent and like just basically just like a kegger. Like they had a bunch of kegs lined up and you just fill up your cup and go.
I actually worked it. It was the first year they did something called like Mug Club, and you had this little like red mug. You just keep getting in line and getting in line. Sponsored by Budweiser.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't know what they do now, but that was a while ago now. But
yeah.
All right, you guys want to talk quickly about the Caps end of the Cap season, and then we'll do some football stuff, and then get into our snake draft.
Yeah, man.
Sound good?
Just bummer. They look tired at the end of the year. They look tired at the end of the series. We were talking about it last Thursday. Well, they look gassed. So not surprised they got knocked out. It's a bummer, but I'm happy to hear that Ovi's coming back next year. That'll be good. There's going to be some revamping of the roster, and I wonder who we lose in free agency. I'm not too versed in.
I don't know what the contract situation is.
Yeah, I mean that whole series was kind of like every single time it felt like we turned the puck over or missed a shot. It felt like they had an odd man advantage going back the other way every single time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, congratulations to Carolina. They look like, I said it several times, it just looked like they had more guys on the ice than us most of the series. They just skated around us a lot, and they converted their chances. And our goalie, I don't blame our goalie at all. I don't really think he had much of a chance. Our defense wasn't great, and we turned the ball over a lot. Turned the puck over a lot. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly, coming into the season, I had basically no expectations for the Caps, and we got a really good season out of them. Ovechkin broke the goal record. It was fucking awesome, despite the fact that he broke his fucking leg in the middle of the season. So yeah, it was. I would say it was a pretty successful Cap season. Obviously, the end was unfortunate, but you're not going to win every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the way that some of these teams are playing, like Florida and Edmonton, I don't know if we would have gotten past those teams anyway, man.
No.
So yeah.
I have an honorable mention. That's a shame. I know we've moved on from it, but Juan Soto, run the fucking ball out, run it out, dude.
Yeah.
And now the Mets. I mean, the Mets are locked into him. And they're paying him ass loads of money, and you can tell this has disaster written all over it. I know you guys are not big Juan Soto fans. I'm not really. I don't go.
I'm a big fan of the way that he hits the ball, but I don't like the way that he acts on the field a lot. But he's also, I mean, we've been seeing him play baseball since he was like 18 or 19 with the Nats. So it's hard to judge guys. Like I got frustrated with him when he was a young kid on the Nats because it looked like he was trying to show up the pitchers a lot. But he was 19 years old. Like I get it. You know what I mean?
I do. And like Nats fans got really sour with him when they offered him like $350 million, however long ago that was. And obviously now he's jumped two other teams between the Pods and the Yanks and now gone to the Mets. But I mean, it was a smart business decision at the time because he got 700 and change. So he doubled basically what the Nats are offering him. But you got to run the ball out. You can't be admiring a ball going off the fucking green monster. So it just, and then the Mets are just, they're in a bad spot because if he's going to act like this fucking, this trash panda, good luck. Cause you got him for what, 12 years, 13 years, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think, not running out one single or one double or whatever I don't think that's going to be the end of his extended, it's not going to be like a dagger for like his career with the Mets, but obviously he needs to clean it up and figure it out moving forward. And I think he will. He's too talented not to. But
based on the article I read, this isn't like a one-off. This has happened a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm not watching Mets games on a regular basis. So.
I mean, I think that's fair, but
You guys see the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese stuff?
Yeah, what's
I saw it briefly. I don't know. I saw some fans were yelling some stuff at Angel Reese that they shouldn't have been yelling, and that's fucking terrible. That stuff shouldn't be happening. I also saw the play where Caitlin Clark kind of got aggressive going for the ball and knocked Angel Reese, and I think she ended up getting a flagrant for it, which, I mean, it didn't look like hardly anything in comparison to some of the basketball I've seen. But I don't know. I haven't looked super far into it. Brooks, do you have more information on it?
I mean, not a ton. I'm the only reason I'm bringing this up because it's been a big talking point with all the talking heads all over the place right now, and every time these two get together, it seems like it starts a race war, and it's just
That's what I hate about it.
Yeah.
it's super frustrating. And yeah, who fans saying shit to Angel Reese is bullshit.
Yeah.
But do I think the play was bad or anything like that? No. Like, I mean, Caitlin Clark was like watching, like Angel Reese basically pushed off to get this rebound. No call was made, and everybody expected a call to get made. And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, no call!" And then Angel Reese dribbles and tries to go up with it. So she's like basically intentional fouls her, so she doesn't get an easy 2 points. She gets called for a flagrant for it. I think Angel Reese was like off balance when she got fouled by Caitlin Clark, so it made it look even worse. Like because she fell down, and then obviously Angel Reese probably got her pride hurt because she was off balance and made it look worse and went after Caitlin Clark. And it was a whole lot of nothing really. But it's just something that the talking heads, like every single time these two have any kind of conflict, it just goes overboard.
We know how this goes. Controversy sells, but I don't like when you make it race oriented. That's bullshit. This all stems back from the LSU Iowa game. I can't remember the national championship or whatever, but or
final four of the national championship. I can't remember either, actually.
It's like, okay, you want to make it look, it's good for the WNBA, but you don't need to make it racial. That's just fucking foolish.
Yeah,
that's foolish.
Totally.
I got another. That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
The end of an era. The end of an era. Around the horn. This is our last week.
Oh shit! This is finally it. I remember talking about that a couple months ago when it got canceled.
See, the reason, look, I understand it's kind of like a game show. It's shtick, it's game showy. But what I like about it is you actually have legit journalists who have deadlines to meet for their respective papers. Talk about sports. It's not just a bunch of people screaming at each other to make a point that sometimes the points that these people like Stephen A. Smith, they don't even really agree with. They're doing it to be an entertainer. I like that you have some old look. I know some of the old encrypted. They look like they're about to keel over, and their heart's going to stop. But they at least are knowledgeable individuals and give real opinions that they actually are passionate about. I enjoy that, and that's going to go away now because now this is all theatrical bullshit that people they don't want clickbait.
Another to piggyback off of keeping the That's a Shame going, because we're just going to keep That's a Shaming.
Guys.
Did you see Knicks fans fucking throwing like trash and cans at fucking Brian Windhorst because he said he didn't think the Knicks were that good, and then they ended up beating the Celtics, and then apparently he's walking down the streets in New York, and literally Knicks fans are throwing fucking garbage at him. Like, you guys are you haven't done shit since 1999, and you think you're hot shit because you made the conference finals when everyone in the East is fucking hurt. Good for you guys, but don't throw fucking cans at somebody because they have an opinion on a sports show. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean they were throwing cans at that just random Indiana Pacers fan that was there too.
So fucking stupid.
That
I hope Indiana fucking sweeps the Knicks. I don't care if we have any Knicks fans that are watching here. I'm sorry. I don't like the way that most of these people have been handling this fucking shit. And honestly, you got so fucking lucky getting this far. I think Indiana's going to be so physical with Cat, and he's going to be such a bitch in this series, and I can't wait for it.
And look, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole here, but that's nature now, where everyone needs to be louder and get their point across, and then try to do some sort of demonstration that is so outlandish just so you can get attention. Like, it's bullshit. And look, I always say to people when they are in a bar and they're trying to make a point and they get aggressively louder and louder and louder, I'm like, getting louder does not make you right. It just fucking makes you louder. That is it. You look like a moron. You're embarrassing yourself. Shut the fuck up. Stop throwing trash at people. Be a human being.
Sports conversations, like the arguments, it used to be like, you have your opinion, I have my opinion, we can have a discussion about it. Now it's like, I have my opinion, and I'm going to bully you until you have my opinion, because if you don't, we can't disagree on this. And that's not how sports should be talked about. It's not that way. It drives me insane. But yeah, it just feels like that's the way the culture's shifting.
I mean, like, look, I don't like Arkansas basketball players, Joe. Okay, look, I'm glad that Boogie Flair went to fucking Florida. Okay.
I got a fun little Codify fact that just popped up on my timeline here about the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles. They've lost every single one of their last 39 games that they've trailed after 6 innings.
Ooh. I don't like that.
The Ori hose.
Okay. Baltimore Sun reported 35 minutes ago that Orioles general manager Michael Elias will talk to reporters today.
Look,
Yeah.
we're already making look at that. Look at that, Brooks. You're making the world turn. You're making the world rotate. Look at that.
You're welcome. They heard us.
As Zach Bollinger said on Twitter, about damn time.
They're definitely
yeah,
listening
totally
to this show.
Yeah.
Also, Keegan Open is opening today. Keegan Aiken is opening. Keegan Aiken is opening today, and Chase McDermott will follow him. So that's the pitching situation for the Orioles today. Yeah.
All right, let's get some football going here, boys.
Yeah, there's not a ton going on in the football world. There's a tush push debate that's been going on for a while now. That it feels like, it seems like now they're finally going to vote on whether or not they're going to do it.
It's going to get passed.
You think they're gonna ban it?
No, they're going to ban it. It's going to get passed. And that's why they tabled this to these meetings as opposed to the ones they had maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell is not going to let something go for a vote that he already doesn't know the answer or the verdict. And it was funny that during the draft, Matt LaFleur, because remember the Packers are the ones that proposed banning the tush push. Matt LaFleur during an interview said that he used the word nudged in the direction of putting our name on it, which I'm sorry, to me that means NFL home office said, look, we got to have a team, and it's probably a quid pro quo, okay, we'll give you another draft in about 10 years if you actually, submit this, and then we'll make sure to get it passed. All the politics going on between the last meetings and these meetings, and that's exactly what occurred, and it's going to get passed today. And I'm happy it's gone, but I still think they're going to be successful as fuck running a QB sneak because Jaden Hurts can squat 600 fucking pounds.
Yeah, I mean, they still have Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. They're going to be effective, but
they're going to find a different way to.
Yeah, that guaranteed yard or two is going to be maybe a little bit tougher. I don't know if it'll. I guess based on what you're saying, that you think it's definitely going to get banned. I can still see it going either way, unless there's reports that indicate otherwise that I haven't seen. I don't know. I thought I think for a long time it was illegal to push your players forward, but then it became not illegal anymore. I know offensive linemen do it down the field all the time. I think there's maybe, I guess whatever language they put in, it'll say maybe you can't do it within a couple yards of line of scrimmage or whatever it is. I don't know exactly how they'd frame it if they do ban it.
It's got to be you're not allowed to push the runner or advance the runner with your own hands. You can't.
But like remember what I just said, maybe I don't know, once or twice a game, you'll see the running back struggling 5 yards up the field, and then the offensive line comes up behind him and pushes him. Yeah. I don't know if they'll get rid of that too, or if it's just going to be strictly a line of scrimmage. You can't push the running back forward or the quarterback or whatever. Mm-hmm. But anyway, they'll find another way around it. We'll find new tricks. And once again, they have all the tools that they need already. I don't know. I think the Eagles are still going to be the best, that have the best roster in the NFL, regardless of whether this gets banned or if it stays. Brooks, do you have an opinion on it? Whether it should go or if it's going to go?
I think it's going to go because I remember Goodell talking about player safety issues with it. And whenever that becomes a talking point by the commissioner, it's probably going to go.
But see, they don't have any data to show that player safety
injuries. Yeah.
I
mean, QB sneaks are just as dangerous. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, they don't even run QB sneaks in Kansas City anymore because Patrick Mahomes got hurt the one time.
Same with us.
Yeah. Any play in the NFL is dangerous.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
My opinion is, I mean, I go back and forth on this. If you can't stop it, that's a you problem. But it's also not fair that you kind of ban similar stuff on the defensive side of the ball. So why are you allowing on the offensive side of the ball? I know why they're allowing it because we want more offense, but
any team could have ran the tush push last year. And look, the last play of the Buffalo Bills season was very similar. And It just didn't work. It's because Josh Allen is very tall. He's a linear body as opposed to Jalen Hurts, who's shorter, and he can, once again, squat 600 pounds. So the Bills were unsuccessful at doing it. The Eagles were successful at doing it. I mean, you shouldn't – I don't want it to be banned. It doesn't look like a football play. It does look like a rugby scrum. Okay? So, it's going to get banned. It is what it is. I think they're gonna do something. I don't know the details yet, so it's kind of a shitty thing for me to bring up, and I'm going to bring it up anyway. They're going to try to spice up the onside kick to make it. I don't know the details, but try to make it a little bit more successful. Because I think right now it's only like 4% of the time an onside kick is kicked.
Well, especially now that you have to announce it every time, right?
Yeah, you have to announce it. So.
If they have any ideas with that would be awesome because we'd like to see some onside kicks. It's exciting as shit. Speaking of while we're on the Eagles, Nick Sirianni got a multi-year extension. The terms of the extension have not been disclosed as of yet, but it looks like Nick Sirianni will be the coach of the Eagles at least for a couple more years. Mm-hmm. I don't love the guy at all. I think he's got a really punchable face, but obviously he's had some success with this great roster that Howie Roseman has put together. They've gone to 2 straight Super Bowls, winning the last one. So I think you pretty much have to do this if you're the Eagles. But yeah, I mean, good for him.
All right, I'm going to bring up one right now. Caleb Williams.
What?
Did you read any of this over the weekend? I know you were busy.
No, I have no idea. Okay, I didn't know Caleb Williams was in the news.
All right, good. So Seth Wicker, I think I say his last name right. Seth Wickersham is writing a book. It's about quarterbacks, and I forget the title. It's coming out soon. And he interviews Caleb Williams and Caleb Williams' father, Carl. And they told me they did not want to go to the Bears. They flat out, their own record saying they didn't want to go to the Bears. And then when Caleb Williams went to the combine, Ryan Poles made it very, very, very clear that they were going to draft Caleb Williams. And then he had to pivot his stance.
"Quote unquote, Chicago is the place quarterbacks go to die." Caleb's father, Carl Williams. Wow.
They did not like the coaching staff. They talk about that a little bit. There's a bunch of quotes in this thing. I mean, I'm not going to go through the litany of all of them, but it is it's scorched earth kind of deal. And they were worried that Carl was always thinking about what's best for his son, which totally fine. And what's weird is I don't like the way they went about this, but they were proven right because that coaching staff sucked. Awful. And I know I've had my things about Matt Eberflus, but this is actually proving them to be correct. Apparently, Caleb Williams would watch film by himself, and some of the offensive players would ask Matt Eberflus and the offensive coordinator, I guess this is a common in the NFL where you have 10 or 12 scripted plays for the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
You want to know what you're going to run. Well, apparently they weren't doing that. And the offensive people would go to the coaching staff. They're like, all right, well, here, you guys make them up. What the fuck is that? You're not even coaching. Here's a figurehead. So they were proven right. And that also makes I'm proven right because Matt Eberflus is a terrible coach. Head coach.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't disagree with him going he should put that into his offensive coordinator's hands because, I mean, he's a defensive coach, so yeah. I kind of get that, but don't just give it to your rookie quarterback and be like, here, just make it up on the fly.
What do we talk about all the time? The rookie quarterback situations can go so differently based on where you end up and who you end up with, who ends up running, the offense and whatever. Mm-hmm. And for a lot of these guys, I mean, it's a really big adjustment period. And how can you expect a rookie quarterback to go in there and know how to do that kind of stuff right away? It's just ridiculous. I mean, coaches don't even give that much leeway to most 5 to 10 year veterans. That's just crazy. Oh man, you guys are just in a war.
I cannot wait till Joe comes into town. We're gonna be able to do this war face to face. It's gonna be great.
Dusty, did you order your one chip challenge yet?
No, I have never done that. I still have. Once again, the next room to me, I have one of the hottest hot sauces in the world. So if you guys want me to eat it,
Go get it.
No, not right now.
Not right now.
During the draft. You have to do it during the whole draft.
Absolutely fucking not. Not right this second. I got to work later, dude. I don't want to ruin my life.
It'll be gone by then.
All right. I'll get it. I'll get it.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
While we're on the Bears, Joe Tooney, 2-year extension, two-time All-Pro guard, 2-year extension, 17.5 a year. So 34-ish guaranteed, million, 35, whatever. Like we said multiple times on this podcast, over the offseason, the Bears bolster their offensive line. They're going to keep Joe Tooney in there for a couple more years, which is good for them. They need to protect Caleb Williams, who hates Chicago. And Fred Warner, one of the best, if not the best off-ball linebackers in the entire league, gets an extension from the Niners, 3 years, $63 million. They just locked up Brock Purdy as well. I don't think we talked about that on the pod. He got a big contract over the weekend. And George Kittle also got a big contract over the weekend. What do you guys think about these Niners moves? What do you think about the Purdy move? First and foremost, because that's just, that's the sexy position, the quarterback position.
So
we think Purdy should be making as much money as Lamar Jackson.
No, I'm pretty surprised about that. But I mean, it's all trending, right?
Next man up, right? Next man up.
It's all going to keep trending that way.
Yep.
I wonder how this money works out in terms of like cap hit stuff when it starts taking over. If they're planning on restructuring this deal a ton of times, probably, I would assume.
I don't know how they do this. I mean, they have the highest paid middle linebacker, if not the highest paid quarterback. They have Nick Bosa, who's high. Like all in like the top 5.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's because they traded Debo, and it's because they traded. They get rid of. Who else did they get rid of?
And Kittle's in the top 5.
Talanoa Hufanga is gone. Dre Greenlaw's gone. I mean, they got rid of a lot of guys. Did Ayuk ever get paid?
Ayuk got paid, and they overpaid him big time.
And then he tore his ACL.
Yeah. And then Drake Greenlaw, I think that's why they did the Fred Warner move. They wouldn't even let him sniff free agency because we wanted to re-sign Greenlaw, and he got a better deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you remember a couple years ago, Javon Hargrave, who was a really great interior defensive lineman for the Eagles, ended up getting a big contract to go there, and he fizzled out real quick, and they ended up having to cut him and eat a bunch of that contract. So I don't really know what's going on in San Francisco. I said this last year, and I'm going to say it again this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they won 12 games, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they won like 4 games. No. I don't really know what's going on there. And if they have another bad year, I think Kyle Shanahan's got to legitimately be on the hot seat.
I agree. I would agree with that.
Yeah. So,
but we got a whole nother year.
Yeah, 100%. They do. So we'll see. And we're not even at training camp yet. So, all right, let's get into our snake draft today. And while I play the intro, I'm going to go get some hot sauce.
Hot sizzle. Hot sauce. Hot sauce. Oh, man. I hope he gets some milk with it, too. So if you guys don't know, our snake draft today is going to be best drunk foods. And Dusty loves some hot sauce on his drunk foods, so this is going to be fitting. I want to know what the Scoville rating is on this one.
Oh, no, really?
We also got to pick our draft order.
Well, I think Dusty should be able to pick where.
Yeah, we'll let him go. Oh, shit. This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a rough one.
I can't believe he's doing this. I can't believe you put him on. You're the older brother, man. You need to be looking out for him.
Somebody commented on our draft post, said no major pain. Major pain was deemed not a war movie.
Yep. Major Pain is a great movie.
Major Pain. Do I win?
You get to pick the order. Okay, what do we got here?
This is the last hot sauce on the hot ones. This is the last dab Apollo. It is 2 million Scoville units.
2 million Scoville. So how are you going to take this?
I am going to take it via tortilla chip.
Okay. So yeah, one chip challenge. There you go.
Is this the 1 chip challenge now? Is this?
It's going to suck for the next hour of my life, but we're fine. I'm also helping my roommate move in after this podcast, which is going to be really fun because I'm going to be on the toilet most of the time.
That's going to be awful for you. Why are you doing this? I'm against this. I would like that.
Oh, I am all for this, baby. So when do you want to pick before you do this?
You get to pick the draft order for all 3 of us because you're doing this.
Okay, so it's drunk foods. I think there's a lot of good drunk foods. I'm going to take 3 because I want that wraparound.
Okay, so who's going first?
I know Brooks is going to take first. I'll give Brooks first and Brian second.
All
right. As this starts, give us a rundown of this. What's it smell like?
Hold on, let me. Oh no, that's too much, isn't it?
Oh no. Why did you buy that?
I got drunk 3 years ago and bought the whole lineup of hot sauces. And honestly, the first 6 of them were really good, and the last 4 of them are not really good.
Too hot.
Costco has a hot sauce box, which is pretty cool.
I'm shaking. Can you see me shaking?
I can see you shaking.
I'm shaking. I'm scared.
That is dark.
All right. Do I do it before or after the draft?
Well, right before your pick.
Okay.
Right before your pick.
Right after Brian makes his pick, you got to take it.
Okay.
So I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute to.
Let me get some.
I'm nervous for you, dude.
My number one.
I'm gonna get a drink now because I'm just nervous.
What's your number one?
My number one overall pick is my number one drunk food of all time. I think I had some of this a couple weeks ago. Our chicken quesadillas from Taco Bell. They are always my number one overall pick.
I knew that was your number one. That's why I made you go number one, because if I would have made Brian go number one, then he would have taken probably something else, which I assume he's going to take number 2.
From Taco Bell.
Yeah, anyway.
So I know we talked about this. Are we letting multiple picks from Taco Bell, items from Taco Bell, get taken off the board?
So this is the Taco Bell rule as we've established it. Only one item per person per establishment. So Taco Bell is not off the board, but it is off the board for you.
You can no longer have a Taco Bell item.
Chicken quesadilla from Taco Bell, though.
Yep.
Once again, if you guys are going to Taco Bell and you're not getting this at least one of them every time, you're doing Taco Bell wrong. I could write poems about the sauce that they put in these things. It's amazing.
Dustin and I have gotten into literal fist fights over Taco Bell chicken quesadillas.
We have, and specifically one instance where Brooks got us 6 Taco Bell chicken quesadillas on our way home one time, and I ate all 6 on the way.
You're kidding.
From Canton to Glen Burnie, he ate all 6.
Whatever that sauce is, I would wear it as a face mask if I could.
You could buy it in the store, but it's not quite the same. It just doesn't hit as well. Yeah.
The last time out in Indy, Brooks and I got drunk on New Year's Eve, and you ordered so much fucking Taco Bell, and we both fell asleep.
Dude, that is the worst. When you DoorDash a bunch of food when you're drunk and you fall asleep before it gets there. I did that in New Orleans on Drew Burton's bachelor party. I ordered like $100 worth of DP dough, and we all passed out before it got there. And some homeless guy ate like a king that night. But anyway, Brian Brooks has taken the Taco Bell chicken quesadilla as number one overall.
1-1, baby.
What is your number one overall?
I got to do it. It's the cheesy gordita crunch, man.
I knew the first 2 picks before they happened. I knew them before they happened, and they were both Taco Bell, and we always knew it was going to happen. Tell me what you love so much about the cheesy gordita crunch, Brian.
I love the layering of it. That sauce, that Baja sauce, whatever the hell, is delicious. The melty cheese, the crunch you get. It's divine, as they say on all those cooking shows.
All right, cheers, guys.
Here we go.
This is not the best drunk food.
Take us through what this tastes like. I need you to really swish that around in your mouth.
I'm so nervous.
Oh, are you sweating?
Holy shit. Oh my god. Fuck. I forgot how bad this was. Ah! Oh my god.
I'm getting red.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Does it at least taste good, or is it just hot?
It actually is kind of. It's actually kind of good. It's not good. It's good though.
It hurts so good.
I need more chips.
That's gonna help.
Give me a cheesesteak, Tommy subs,
Tommy
possible. Give me cheesesteaks. Oh, Taco Bell's off the board, so I can save them. Can I take general Chinese food, or do I have to be specific?
Damn it!
Just give me General Tso's chicken. I don't care from where. Happy Chinese in West Ocean City.
I don't care from where. Any of them. At least it tastes halfway good. He's got no milk either. Interesting choice.
I got warm water.
You got
Warm
like ranch
water.
dressing. You need something cream based, man. You got like ranch dressing or blue cheese in your fridge.
Oh,
How bad are you sweating right now?
Oh
I'm crying a little.
Yeah, don't wipe your eyes.
Don't wipe
I'm
your
not
eyes.
touching
Don't-
anything with these.
Don't wipe your
These cans are
eyes,
touching nothing.
please.
All right,
Oh
Brian,
my
you get the
God.
next pick.
Oh my
I was
god.
laughing so hard. I got so red. I was laughing so hard. Oh my god.
I feel like I could. I feel like a dragon.
All right. Now that I'm gonna, I like General Tso's chicken. Like I don't care from where. 2 million Scoville units. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with This is hard because I know this isn't gonna be around for when I get it again. All right. I'm gonna go with the double cheeseburger, the McDouble.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna take.
Yeah.
All right, I like that pick obviously because that's what was gonna be my number 2 overall, and I don't know why this.
Why am I on the big screen? I don't like it.
I loved it.
I don't know why this food just popped into my head because probably not a gallon of milk. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate the hell out of you, Joe. He needs it. Who does a hot sauce or hot anything challenge without milk?
I know.
I had. We determined this 15 minutes before I did it.
Do you even have milk?
My tongue's gonna swell up.
You just went higher register too.
This food just popped into my head and I got a craving for it. Mozzarella sticks.
Oh yeah.
That's all.
Mozzarella sticks are always a good, especially if you're at a bar like shooting pool or something like that and getting some apps.
Yeah.
And then
It's funny you bring that up because that's actually I think we got mozzarella sticks when we were at down at spring training. We were shooting pool.
yeah, I think you're right. I mean that was a little hazy there for a little bit. I'm gonna leave this up for a little bit. Just so Dusty knows.
That's fucking
$4.99. That's about what a gallon of milk is these days, probably.
No, really.
What else was I? The other one I was gonna say is just give me a straight up like meat lovers pizza.
Okay.
Meat lovers pizza.
Good
I
call.
love a good meat lovers pizza, any kind of pizza really, but I'm gonna just go meat lovers.
Okay. So pizza's off the board, right?
Yeah,
Pizza's off the board.
Yeah, pizza's off the board. All right.
Maybe I'll just make it pizza.
Yeah, let's do pizza.
Yeah.
But, I mean, meat lovers. You can't go wrong with meat lovers.
Before this, I said pizza was gonna be my number one pick, and I forgot
Why'd you forget?
because I have Scovilles.
Scoville.
You're swaying.
Who is Scoville?
Who
Is he
cares?
the one who made up? Is he the one who made it up?
Who
Yes.
cares? Brian,
I gotta think for a while. I just want this to. I'm gonna delay this.
He's gonna be out of water fast.
No, you are.
I'm trying not to hit. I hit it right away, but I'm trying not to do it. I'm trying to be An idiot, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do.
Idiot, I guess. All right, so this is a Canton staple drunk food. I'm going the pretzel dog.
Oh my god,
yeah.
dude, that is such a fucking awesome answer. I would have never thought of that.
Great pick.
And you get that nacho cheese. Oh, come on.
Yeah, dude. I get 2.
Katie and I actually went into the pretzel dog shop like a week or 2 ago, and we sat in the back. I'm in like in a reclining chair because I know the guys who own the place. We're like drinking beers and she's drinking wine. I'm like, this is great. Eating pretzel dogs. Dusty's dying.
I'll take nachos. I'll take nachos. When I'm drunk at a bar, I like nachos.
I like nachos. You just had a nacho.
How
was the nacho you just had?
That was a tortilla. That wasn't a nacho. And I'm gonna go back to a classic from college here. Give me Easy Mac or Kraft mac and cheese. Kraft mac and cheese. It was easy. It was really good drunk food in college.
Good call.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, buddy. You're doing it again?
For the content.
Oh God, that looked like
crazy.
A lot too.
It was more this time.
You are crazy. Are you drunk?
I'm about to be high, I think. I think you get like a runner's high from these things.
You are nuts.
Oh my God. It's not as bad the second time. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait a couple minutes.
What is wrong with you?
We said it tasted good.
It does taste kind of good. But like, God, I'm crying.
Roach is coming down here. He just ate like one of the hottest sauces in the world.
That's how it's not
going through it, buddy. Going through it. Oh my God, here it comes again. Oh God, man. it was like a late bloomer the second time.
Self-inflicted pain here. I love it.
It's going through growth spurts in my mouth. I don't like it.
It's coming like waves, like the ocean. It's like a circle. It's like a circle. It's never ending. It's never ending. It's not like a square.
Not like a square.
It's not like a square. It has corners. It stops. It ends. But a circle, it never ends.
We're off the rails.
All right, Brian, it's your turn. We've been waiting on you.
All right, yeah, I'm strategically taking my time. All right, I'm gonna go with like good old chicken tenders.
Oh, tendies.
Chicken tendies.
I like it. Since it's coming back to me, give me wings. I'm actually surprised these fell this far. Wings and man, let me see here.
This is tough to watch.
Like, give me like it. I gotta do a food. I can't just do that. I was gonna do a place.
Yeah, I can't do a place.
Yeah. Like just give me some old school like chicken tacos.
Okay.
Like just tacos from anywhere.
Anyway, yeah, okay.
Beef or chicken, I guess it doesn't really have to be just tacos.
Tacos from any chicken.
Tacos.
Just tacos from any chicken.
Tacos. Give me them tacos from the chickens.
All right, so it's me.
Dusty looks like he's about to pass out.
I can't look at him. I'm struggling to look at him right now.
Things aren't going well.
All right, I'm gonna go off the board here.
Plate right here too.
Ugh. I'm gonna go off the board here. I just had it the other day when we were out and about. Chicken tiki masala.
Wow,
that's drunk food.
Yeah, man.
What?
Honestly, it sounds so good.
It comes with naan bread and that sauce. It's probably got like 2 sticks of butter in it.
It's so much butter. It's so good.
It's so good.
So good when it hits the lips.
And I get double chickpea. They got a little spice to it, not like what Dusty's dealing with right now. So chicken tiki masala to finish out my draft.
When are you ever gonna eat this sauce again?
Not soon.
You should toss somebody's wings in that this evening.
No, just one wing. One wing.
I think I sued for that.
Not if they ask for it.
Okay. Well, I didn't take anything from Taco Bell, but you guys took the two best things, so I could take spicy beef chalupa. Oh God. I could take spicy beef chalupas, but I don't think
the tongue is swelling up.
Just give me like some cheese fries. Maybe with some bacon on them. Yeah.
He's just thinking of anything that would make his mouth feel better.
Cheese fries sounds good. Ice cream sounds really good right now. Ice cream would be good. I don't know if that's drunk food. I think ice cream and beer wouldn't go good together.
The thing is, we obviously Brooks knows you well, but I know you really well too, and I know you're not faking it. I know this is like real, legit. Like you're not doing this for the camera.
No, things aren't going well internally.
Is it just the mouth? Is it just the mouth, or how's the inside?
It's reached the lips, the esophagus, but the rest is what I'm really worried about.
Oh,
because I've done this before, and the next day was no fun. So after this, I'm gonna eat a lot of plain white rice and maybe some bananas.
Is anyone documenting what we're saying? Because I know Dusty normally does that.
I have it written down, yeah.
Hopefully,
I'm really afraid to touch my face.
Well, I saw you touch your eye a second ago, and I was like, "Oh no!"
It was the back of my arm, though.
Okay. Don't hurt yourself.
Are we done? Do we have another wraparound?
No, we're done. No more.
It.
No more.
Nobody took McChicken, by the way. I really missed out there.
I know. That's why I thought you were gonna go McChicken.
Randy says we have a sleeper that we missed.
Okay, so I have I got a couple.
Clean Plate Club.
The Mexican
Clean Plate Club.
Clean Plate
you
Club.
are crazy. What are you doing?
I have to. It's for the content.
It hurts so good. It just hurts so good.
I got. Obviously, I couldn't.
It is kind of euphoric, honestly.
Oh.
I couldn't take anything.
Fuck.
Pizza rolls, guys. Yeah. That's a miss. Oh no.
I had pizza bagel bites on here. I couldn't take anything else Taco Bell oriented, but I also had the Crunchwrap Supreme and the Mexican pizza.
Yeah, Dusty. I'm surprised Dusty didn't take the Crunchwrap Supreme. He's not in the right state of mind at the moment.
I had cheese curds on my list. I had cheese curds. I had Rofo chicken. Mm-hmm. I had Dino nuggets.
Oh damn!
I had hot dogs, just general hot dog.
Just a hot dog.
Yeah, general hot dogs. Yeah.
And
ramen.
Any kind.
I like ramen.
I'm really pissed off about our dad. Big Glenn loves Jack in the Box.
But we couldn't do establishments. We had to do
So you'd have to take like just tacos from Jack in the Box or something.
Yeah.
Because I almost did like Waffle House or like Drunk Diner or something like that.
Well, that was another thing I had written down here. I didn't want to take away everything. I like this like hash browns, like cheesy hash browns or something.
I mean, just breakfast food in general.
Mm-hmm.
Sup, dude? Yeah, but this is the miss of the draft for sure.
Yeah, that's Totino's Totino's pizza rolls. That's the ones I always get here at the local grocery store. They're so good.
Oh, dude, this is it. That's that. Yeah.
What's that?
It's a Grand Slam in a sandwich.
Go on.
Grand Slam from Denny's. It's bacon, your choice of meat, pancakes, and eggs, and they make it into a sandwich.
I like.
I haven't been to Denny's in forever.
So good.
I've never had that. Dusty's crying.
I'm so
sad.
Sweating.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, the last one, it really hit my lips. They also hit the chair that I'm sitting in. And I'm really not afraid. I'm gonna have to do some upholstery cleaning after this. And I'm not excited about it.
There's so many places here in Indy that do like really, really good pizza rolls. Not even. I know you're talking about those poppable ones, Brian. Those little squares that are Tostito things, but those are really good. But people like the pizza rolls in Indy, man. There's a couple places that kill.
What is that? What is that place downtown that has like the
Kilroy's?
Kilroy's, like a mozzarella stick.
Oh, those things are so fucking good. The pizza breadstick things.
Pizza breadstick things. Those things are fucking delicious.
Fuck, I forgot about those.
Yeah, they did such a good job with that there's so many other bars here now that do their own version of it and they kill it too. Like it's just so good, so good.
Any other honorable mentions that would be good?
You took General Tso's, but I mean I love like sweet and sour chicken.
Oh yeah.
From Asian, trash Asian food.
Egg rolls, crab rangoons.
Crabby
rangies.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
You are in the danger zone.
Staggering. Yeah. You did a 3-chip challenge.
I did 3 of them. The first and the second and third one were not necessary.
I respect it. I respect your game, man. I mean, great job, but what?
I mean, now we got to throw this out there in less than 20 days. I guess we're at about 20 days right now. This guy over here in the Maryland Polo is going to be doing a paying up his payment, the 999 challenge at the ballpark.
And I got to wear a hot dog while doing it.
He's going to be wearing his hot dog uniform outfit, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. And it will be live for subscribers only.
Oh, yeah.
Live. Obviously, we're going to put it up later on, but if you want to watch it live while it's going on.
0 calories.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Actually, I think you're burning calories with how hot that
you are.
I probably am. I have to be. I hope I am. God. My body is shaking at a rapid rate. I could probably get Bluetooth right now. I could probably get a signal.
Another one that I wanted to bring up was just grilled cheese. I love a good grilled cheese.
Oh, what?
Miss.
That was
my God. I literally, my whole list sucks. My whole list is so bad. Cheesesteaks and General Tso's I'll stand by. The rest is,
Yeah, grilled cheese was like my go-to drunk college food. At the end of the night.
Double quarter pounder, add mac sauce. That's a good one. Five Guys, General Five Guys.
Yeah, any kind of General Five Guys stuff. My biggest one, I knew you guys weren't going to remember it because you don't live in Canton anymore, but those pretzel dogs, man, they just crush. So fucking good. Is that a staple anywhere else? I mean, do you guys have them in the beach, Dusty?
We used to, when we were kids, our mom used to go to the Amish market in Annapolis all the time. And whenever she goes up to Annapolis, she still does every now and then. And they make them there like homemade. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah, they call them like pretzel logs or something like that. And they have a breakfast version of it. They have all kinds. I've been a couple times. It's pretty sweet.
Let me pull up the Hot Ones hottest sauce.
This is the Last Dab Apollo. This is the Last Dab Apollo. This is their old hottest sauce. They probably have a new one now, but this is it's hot enough. I have Bad Dog back there, and I have the Bonbon Beyond Insanity, and I have something called Scorpion, and I don't want to touch it.
Don't touch that.
Is that the hottest? Wait, this isn't the hottest one that you have?
This is the hottest one I have, but there's other ones back there that they're just as hot, and they hit differently. Like when you get this hot, I found this out when I did it. When you get this hot, it like the different ones hit you very differently. Like some of them are like time release and some of them aren't. And then some of them get you in the back of the throat. Some of them get you on your tongue more. This one's kind of an all encompassing kind of thing here. But yeah, it hurts a lot. My tongue doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Just in case you're wondering what Dusty is,
that's what I'm ingesting.
Currently eating.
That's what I have ingested. I'm good on that now.
I like the line here. It says, "Oh, where you just moved it."
Apollo is the only sauce in the world made with the Apollo pepper. This sauce is made with only the Apollo pepper and very little vinegar.
The heat profile of the Apollo pepper is akin to having your head slowly lit aflame.
So the Apollo pepper is a combination of the Carolina Reaper and Pepper X. I don't know what Pepper X is. I think that's what the Powerpuff Girls' dad put into the thing to make them.
You feel the fire consume your entire skull. Your tongue smolders, burning tears pour from your eyes, and then 5 minutes later, the ride is over. Your heart rate returns to normal, and the panic subsides.
That's bullshit, by the way. It's been more than 5 minutes.
Fruit, you got low fruit in this one, if you were wondering.
Thanks,
low fruit.
I like the heat. The heat's an 11 out of 10. It's not
heatness. All right, let's see if we can find what is the new hottest one.
Is that the company or is this a website that grades?
This is the company that sells the Hot Ones hot sauces. I think it's like their brand. Oh my god!
How do I look up the hottest one?
I'm to have some like involuntary
hottest hot sauces.
You're like gagging.
Yeah, my body is not responding well. I think the experience is the one now.
Yeah.
Brooks, the one on the left. Yeah, I think that's the one now.
Let's see what this Scoville is. 2.69 million Scoville.
Yeah. So this is I did the little bitch 2 million.
Yeah, you're a little bitch now.
Yeah. Dude. I mean, what are you doing here?
For you guys wondering, Tabasco is like 1,000. So, I mean,
right.
yeah.
The Reaper. This doesn't have a Scoville rating on it, does it?
That one's got mustard in it. That sounds amazing. That's only a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that one's a little less.
That's a bitch made hot sauce.
Obviously, Apollo.
You ever been to an establishment that has like you sign a waiver? Not that you've done it, but you ever seen any of them?
Yeah, in college, the first year, there was a place called Cluck You Chicken or Clucker's Chicken, something like that.
Yeah.
And you had to sign a waiver, and you had to eat 10 wings with no like milk or anything. And some of our friends tried it, and nobody got even close to getting through it. I did it, and I ate like 3 of the 10 wings, and I was like, I'm never doing this again, and I quit. And then the next day was the worst day ever.
I like that had the name Pucker Butt. Whoever writes for this,
Pucker Butt is good. That's good. That's my nickname later.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. I would love. So I guess these Pepper X is now the hottest pepper, but I mean they mix them.
So this guy basically took when the Ghost Pepper and the Carolina Reaper used to be the hottest peppers. I've read up on this a little bit. I think he basically just kept crossbreeding him with like more hot, like exotic peppers from around the world until they got this like crazy thing called the Pepper X. I think it's like Scorpion, Reaper, and Ghost. Scorpion, Reaper, Ghost, and like Thai bird chilies and like a bunch of that shit, and they just crossbred them for like years and years.
So yours is 2 million Scoville. This is 2.693. So I guess that's the next one.
Don't ever think I'm doing this. I'm never doing this. I'm nervous about the hot dog challenge, and I think Dusty.
See, I would rather do hot than like.
Honestly, food, I'll be good tomorrow. Yeah, the hot dog thing would ruin me for like at least 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it in public, in a ball game.
Yeah, you'll be all right. And live broadcast.
I'll bring this if you want to throw it on one of your chili dogs or something.
No,
you won't.
No.
If you made a pot of chili, you put 1 drop of this in there, it would be good. Be well seasoned.
Well seasoned.
My nose is going to be running forever. Honestly, needed it. I will tell you guys right now, I feel a little better.
Well, it says it's only 5 minutes and then it's gone.
Gone.
That's not true.
Well, I mean, I guess you got 15 minutes. You got 3 chips in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it still hurts and my tongue is a little bit numb, but now I feel I'm okay.
Did we miss any drunk foods? Like, what about like SpaghettiOs? I'm just throwing shit against the wall here.
Any kind of chips, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just I could eat a whole party-sized bag of chips.
Yeah.
That Totito or Fritos hot cheese that we always eat, Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of your drunk go-tos. Nutty Buddies, that's another Brooks drunk go-to.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe no one took. Oh yeah, you said ice cream. That's always one that's up there.
I didn't take it, but I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just I don't know. I should have taken McChickens. I don't know. I was thinking.
Yeah, I was. We ordered ice cream here this weekend while some of the people were in town, and man, I was like, I tweeted about this. I was like Rocky Balboa trying to like stay upright. Like I was like nodding like this, like trying to stay upright to get my.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh no! Are you all right?
Yeah. My body's rejecting this. My body is already like broken completely down right now. So this was good. Just throw another wrench in there.
Yeah. Whatever doesn't kill you, they say.
Well, it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
I was literally like trying to stay awake for this DoorDashed ice cream. And I'm like, man, I feel like a Rocky Balboa movie. Like,
Very good.
I thought about Dairy Queen Blizzards, but
Yeah.
I'm not a sweets guy when I'm drunk.
Well, you drink a lot of your sweets. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you're
Exactly.
drinking vodkas or Ruffles or whatever. Yeah, you're drinking
a ton of sugar from the alcohol, so you don't. Yeah.
I mean, because I feel like we all know this at this point. Yeah, Boogie went to Florida, buddy. So you know, when you stop drinking for a period of time, I just start craving sweets like a madman. So, Dustin, you can make it, man.
I'm good. I think we should wrap up.
do you have milk in the house at all right now?
I have almond milk downstairs, and I'm gonna go chug the whole fucking thing of it.
Does almond milk work?
I don't care. We're gonna try. I might just stick my head in the freezer and leave it there for a little while.
Just put some ice cubes in your mouth and let them melt.
Oh, you know what?
Just do a Dunkaroo, but don't shotgun afterwards.
I guess this is gonna be the same thing with Hot Pockets. I used to like Hot Pockets as a drunk food when I was a broke kid in college.
So you could just like melt the skin in your mouth.
Yeah,
it's a brutal experience as a Hot Pocket.
It's either freezing cold
pizza.
in the middle
Mm-hmm.
or boiling
Frozen
lava
pizza.
hot.
All right, let's get Dusty out of here. Let's wrap it up, boys.
I'm just enjoying watching.
I'm loving this.
I'm trying to keep him away from the milk right now.
There might be an update on the Gary Williams Twitter later with some how is my stomach doing stuff. If you guys want that content, that's good. I could do that. I was planning on meal prepping today. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think it's happening.
Still can.
This is so hard to
Just
watch.
throw a little bit of hot sauce in whatever you're making.
I don't really rewatch the episodes that much, but I'm gonna rewatch this one for sure.
Oh, no.
I want to relive what occurred the last 25 minutes.
Oh no.
How fast do you think this goes through him? How fast do we think this goes through Dusty until he starts running towards the toilet?
If I were a betting man, we're less than 2 hours.
I think it's less than that. Yeah, it's gonna be like an hour.
Yeah. This is really gonna stir up the insides. It's gonna get the bowels moving.
White rice. The
Get
brat
some people
diet.
going.
Buffalo Ranch and Tito's, baby.
Yeah, Buffalo Ranch and Tito's.
We'll tell
My
that to
wife,
Mike.
when we were deathly hungover one day at where were we? We were at the boatyard, and we're sitting there, and we're both just like like we feel like shit. And Caitlin goes, "You guys both need to get on the brat diet and cleanse yourself a little bit." Dusty goes,
the brat diet is supposed to stop you from diarrhea.
"Well, yeah, because we were both not doing well in that department either."
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys both need to get on the brat diet. We're like, what are you talking about, the brat diet? And Dusty goes, Buffalo Ranch and Tito's. I got 3 of those right here. I got 3 of the 4 right here.
You really said that?
I did really say that, yeah.
Good for you, man.
Bananas, rice, applesauce, toast, in case you guys are actually wondering what it's supposed to be.
Well fucking done.
I have all of that stuff downstairs, and I'm about to eat all of it. And it's not going to be good because those 4 things don't go very well together. Banana, rice.
Yeah, smush it up in there.
All right, I gotta go.
Go.
Love you guys.
Get out of here. I'm nervous for you. All right.
See ya. Love you guys.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Oh, Thursday might be
everybody for watching.
rescheduled. Thursday might be rescheduled. Dusty has a full day of work, so we'll keep you updated on it.
It's Memorial Day. I got to work open and close. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they might go
all
without
good.
me. They might not go. We'll see. But
Or
We
we
might
might
do Thursday. We might not do Thursday.
Friday.
Love you, man. Do something to help yourself out, whatever the hell that may be.
Happy Earth Day.
Davy Cruz.